Welcome to a tale of horror and wickedness, the likes of which you've never heard before. Elizabeth Bathory is often proclaimed the most prolific female serial killer of all time, accused of slaying more than 600 young women inside her lavish castles. According to legend, she believed that bathing in their blood would grant her eternal youth. Instead, it assured she lived long in infamy. Welcome to You Should Be Scared. I'm your host, Taylor Davies, and this is your #1 destination for everything mysterious and unexplained. Join me now as we dive into the gruesome tale of Elizabeth Bathory. The name Elizabeth Bathory evokes a chilling blend of fascination and revulsion. Born into privilege in 16th century Transylvania, Bathory's life and legacy are shrouded in controversy. She is often portrayed as the Blood Countess, a vicious killer who literally bathed in the blood of young women to retain her youth. However, some historians and researchers propose a different narrative. Elizabeth Bathory was born in 1560 into a family of huge wealth and power. Her lineage connected her to Transylvanian royalty and Hungarian nobility. Despite her privileged upbringing, Bathory's childhood was marked by turmoil. From a young age, she suffered from debilitating seizures, often accompanied by violent mood swings and agonizing migraines. These ailments, potentially epilepsy, cast a shadow over her early years. Adding to the darkness, at the tender age of 6, Bathory witnessed a public execution, a brutal spectacle that left an indelible mark on her young psyche. The execution was particularly gruesome, involving the dismemberment of the condemned, and she was also said to have witnessed a man being sewn alive into the body of a horse. People said she giggled gleefully at the sight of this poor man's fate. Some historians speculate that these early experiences with violence and suffering may have contributed to the alleged darkness that would later consume her. At the age of 13, Elizabeth Bathory was betrothed to Ferenc Nadesti, a young count from another powerful Hungarian family. Their marriage, a strategic alliance between two influential houses, took place 2 years later. The couple resided in Nadesti Castle, where whispers of disturbing practices began to surface. Ferenc Nadesti, known for his own sadistic streak, allegedly introduced his young bride to the world of cruelty. He is said to have indulged Bathory's morbid curiosity, orchestrating gruesome acts for her amusement. One particularly disturbing account describes Nadesti coating a young servant girl in honey and leaving her to be devoured by insects. This early exposure to brutality within the confines of her marriage is believed by some to have further warped Bathory's psyche, planting the seeds for the horrors she would later inflict. Following the death of her husband in 1604, Elizabeth Bathory, widowed and in control of a vast estate, moved to Chactich Castle in present-day Slovakia. It was within the isolated walls of this fortress that the rumours of her cruelty escalated into chilling tales of horror. Bathory, consumed by a morbid obsession with beauty and youth, allegedly began a reign of terror that would cement her legacy as the Blood Countess. Young peasant girls, lured to the castle with promises of work and a better life, were said to have become victims of her depraved desires. Stories spread of the Countess's treatment of these poor girls, believing that bathing in their blood would preserve her youthfulness. The castle, once a symbol of nobility, transformed into a place of unspeakable dread in the eyes of the local populace. The methods were said to be unimaginably cruel and allegedly involved iron maidens, branding irons, and other horrific devices. Witnesses claimed to have heard the agonizing screams of the girls echoing through the castle walls, their suffering a testament to Bathory's sadistic nature. The sheer brutality of her actions left an indelible mark on history, making her one of the most infamous figures of her time. As whispers of the horrors unfolding within Chactich Castle reached fever pitch, Elizabeth Bathory's reign of terror could no longer be ignored. Her victims, once limited to peasant girls, now included girls from lower-ranking noble families, a transgression too brazen to overlook. King Matthias II of Hungary, responding to mounting pressure and accusations, ordered an investigation into Báthory's activities. Led by György Thurzó, the Palatine of Hungary, investigators descended upon Csaktycs Castle in 1610. What they uncovered, or claimed to have uncovered, shocked even the most hardened individuals. Hundreds of witnesses, including servants, villagers, and family members of alleged victims, came forward with chilling accounts of murder and depravity. Based on this testimony, Elizabeth Bathory was arrested and imprisoned within her own castle. Although Elizabeth Bathory was never formally tried or convicted, her imprisonment within Csaktycs Castle effectively silenced her. She remained confined to her chambers, cut off from the world until her death in 1614. However, the stories of her alleged crimes continued to circulate, evolving and becoming more gruesome with each retelling. In recent decades, the traditional narrative of Elizabeth Bathory as a sadistic serial killer has been challenged by some historians and researchers. They point to inconsistencies in the historical record and the possibility of a politically motivated conspiracy against Bathory. These revisionist interpretations highlight the fact that Bathory was never given a fair trial, and that the evidence against her was largely based on the testimonies of individuals who might have had reason to lie or exaggerate. Some scholars argue that Báthory, a wealthy widow with significant political influence, was a threat to King Matthias II, who also happened to be deeply indebted to her. They suggest that the accusations of vampirism and mass murder were fabricated to seize her lands and wealth. Whether a product of historical fact or fabricated legend, the story of Elizabeth Bathory has captivated the public imagination for centuries. The Blood Countess has become a fixture in popular culture, inspiring countless novels, films, plays, and other artistic works. Her image, often depicted as a beautiful but cruel noblewoman, has become synonymous with feminine evil and the macabre fascination with blood and youth. So then, fair listener, as you now know, the life and legacy of Elizabeth Bathory remains shrouded in mystery and speculation. Was she a ruthless killer driven by madness and a lust for blood? Or was she the victim of a calculated conspiracy that sought to destroy her and seize her power? Tell me in the comments what you believe. Bathory's alleged crimes, whether real or imagined, continue to fascinate and horrify in equal measure, solidifying her place in the annals of history as the infamous Blood Countess. Her tale serves as a chilling reminder of the human capacity for both cruelty and deceit. Click on one of my other videos now for more twisted tales. Till next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and stay tuned for more unexplained mysteries. And remember, you should be scared,